All right. Just refresh this here. Jordan, on your end, are you able to, I know we had some issues on that. Are you able to see or hear me?
Yeah,
Or
we're still good. Keep going.
okay, cool. Because I just refreshed that there. Um, so our goal here is to make sure that you know how do you go about having those conversations, right? So let's continue on here. So what are the key components, right, of a great opening? What are the key components of a great opening? I want you to comment below what catches your ear as I go through this, because I'm going to give you the opening components, and then this is where you're going to go to use them. This is what you're going to do, and this is how you're going to follow up, right? So the key components of a great opening line have everything to do with observing and complimenting. Observing and complimenting. Starting with something relevant and positive about their business is so important because that's what we're talking. We're talking business conversations. Don't get super personal, right? I noticed you guys are always busy around lunchtime rush. That's great to see. Have you thought of get curiosity going? Because curiosity driven questions uncovers the potential of a challenge that they might be facing. Look, I got a question for you. Now that you know what you know, I want you to think about this. Do you know how many opportunities or calls that you missed during those busy times? Like, how many times does that phone ring and nothing happens from it? Right. And at that point, you have to pivot that conversation talk track. Offer a solution, right? You have to, so active, so here's our goal. Our goal is I'm having a conversation. The conversation is continuing. Now, this is where the active listening is so powerful, right here, this spot right here. Active listening is so powerful. Active listening is powerful at chambers of commerce. It's powerful in meetings. It's powerful in trade shows. It's powerful in small groups. Active listening keeps you on track with the topic at hand. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. Active listening keeps me on track with the topic at hand. And that's an important component of all of this. And you can get really good at it as you practice over and over and over. So what I want y'all to do here, y'all are in the comments. I want you to find somebody to partner with. I want you to jump on a Zoom with them after this training. And I just want you to practice your conversation starter and active listening in that scenario. So like, for example, right? Partner A will play the business owner. Partner B delivers that opening line. And then partner A that is in the scenario, right, is always experiencing missed calls for their pizza shop. So partner B says, hey, I noticed you guys are always packed during lunch. Great to see. I'm curious, how do you handle calls when things get hectic? Because I've been helping pizza shops like yours turn those missed calls and people that call out into orders. Would it be worth a quick chat? I mean, can I show you? Can we talk about this? And then let's say partner A says, I like that. I like how that made me feel, right? Like that sounded like you had some confidence, there was some clarity. But I think if you would say this would be better. Like giving that each other that feedback is so key. So key. And as you start to do that, you're gonna make just a friend that you can hold as your accountability partner, man. Like, look, we're here to make relationships. Your high level is the bridge, right? High level is the bridge, right? Person A is over here, person B is over here. You both are crossing the bridge and you meet in the middle. And we're just there to facilitate that nicely. Our software, how you use it. Both of you come into the middle over the bridge and you share ideas. You make each other better. Iron sharpens iron. Let me know in the chat below. Iron sharpens iron. Right? But getting out there is so important. If you're not getting out there, folks, and meeting people, you're missing out. In every conversation with a prospect, just start with uncovering their problem. Like if I'm calling you, I want to know what your problem is. But I'm not going to say to you, hey, what's your problem? It's gotta you gotta have a little bit more of a better approach than that. So how do you do that? You ask an open-ended question. You ask about something you know you could fix, right? Then you transition to your solution, right? You don't tell them what the solution is. You explain how the solution can help. What's the impact of capturing more leads? What's the impact of booking more appointments? Like what could that do if you recovered revenue that you missed out on? Right? So here's what I want y'all to do, because this is an action zone. I want you to write 3 questions that you're going to use to uncover pain points. I want you to write down 3 questions that you're going to use to uncover pain points and comment them below. Right? So what does this all do, JB? What does this all do? We're driving volume. We're driving volume of activity. Volume of activity. Volume of activity is value that you give. Value that you give is revenue that you earn. What does that look like? 200 to 250 touch points weekly. That's volume. That's 50 touch points a day, right? 200 to 250, 50, 55 touch points a day. You got to make those touch points, because what that'll do is that'll give you 15 to 20 conversations. That'll give you 5 demos. That'll give you five moments to talk and share, and that'll give you 1 to 2 paying clients. 1 to 2 paying clients. Let's say one client at $297, they stay with you for 6 months. That's $1,782 in revenue that you brought in the door, right? Add that for another customer, that's $3,500 that you brought in the door. This stuff adds up, but it's not going to happen on its own, because the value is, as I show you the return on your investment on how I helped you save X per month, you're going to earn more referrals from that. And as you start to do this, consistency is key. Consistency is key. In the chat below, let me know. Consistency is key. Right there. Type it in there. Consistency is key. I need you to stick to this weekly plan. And this weekly plan is you build a list of 50 prospects. You send 50 emails. You send 50 direct messages. You send 50 follow-up SMS. You make 50 phone calls. You follow up with 15 prospects from the week before and 15 from the week before that. And you build up this cadence of follow-up, and you use high level with your pipeline stage to track your results. But you can't do this without a personal plan. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down your personal plan. I want you to think through, what is your personal plan to commit and to execute. And that will start to grow a quarterly growth of monthly recurring revenue. See, month 1, we started out with 2 customers, $594 a month. Month 3, we added on 2 more customers. Month 4, we got a bunch of referrals. See how that adds up in 3 months? A lot happens. So let's recap the checklist. You're going to build a list, 50 prospects. You're going to launch your campaigns. And when I say launch campaigns, let me dumb this down a bit. You're going to send messages, whether it's manual or if you're techie and you're experienced, through however you want with your automations. I don't care, but here's what I do care about. They have to be personalized messages, folks. Don't go out there copying and pasting a bunch of things. I need you to post value-driven content in 3 local groups that are local to you, not 3 marketer groups, not 3 high-level groups. I need you to go and fish where local business owners are at. I need you to be in the circle of business owners, not with other marketers, unless you sell a service to other marketers. But you got to be with business owners. That's who you have to help. So I want you to write down your plan. Write it down, commit to it. See, this is not about doing one thing. This is not about doing one thing. This is beyond doing just one thing. This is planning and doing it every day, and doing it every month, and doing it every quarter, and looking back, assessing, adjusting, and doing it again. Look, people that work with their hands in construction, they love what they do, or they've learned to love what they do. Right? People that do puzzles, they love to do puzzles. People that work out, they love to work out. But there are a handful of people that learn how to do puzzles and they learn to love it. They learn how to work out and they learn to love it. Like, you need to learn how to prospect by doing the conversation, action items I'm sharing, and you will learn how to love it because you will see the result that it gives you. Because there's no major hack here. There's no secret sauce without reaching out to people and them liking you. If you don't like me, you're not going to buy from me. I want you to position yourself the way that you as a consumer would like to be approached. And I need you to take action on that every day. So here's what you got. You got high level. It's your all-in-one platform to scale outreach, to automate follow-ups, to track leads effortlessly. You got all that good jazz. No need to juggle 5 apps anymore. We got you. There's a trial link below. You'll be able to take that trial, take action with it, and use it. And here's how you use it when you get your trial set up. You start small. You use high level to send out your first 10 messages today. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick one feature and get comfortable with it. And if you get tied up with it, just go onto the platform itself and send it from the platform. Send it from your Gmail. Your Outlook. Just don't get stuck on figuring it out if you don't already have it figured out. But I will say, make sure you jump on your kickoff call. Make sure you jump on your kickoff call and get it kicked off the right way with a professional. The next is to take what you've learned so far and to break it into pieces with a plan, because you can't do everything every single day. So you have a killer product, you got action, you have consistency, but most importantly, you got you. See, you are the secret sauce. You're the secret sauce. What do you mean? See, without you, none of this happens. Without you, none of this happens. So what now? Take action. You got to replay this as needed and take action. Because at the end of the day, we're focusing on solving problems. We went over the mindset shift. We went over asking open-ended questions. We went over sparking curiosity. We went over this. And why does this work? Because people respond better when they feel understood. You're not here to help people if you're here to sell them something first. You're here to help them, and they ask you how they can buy something from you to complete what they need solved. Right? Because the framework really comes down to researching, knowing what you're talking about with the person you're going to reach out to, having empathy, having your solution, and following up. The follow up is key. The follow up is key. You can't let the conversation die. You got to send a quick message to check back in. Hey, it was nice chatting with you last week. Just wanted to check back in how things are going. If you have any questions from what we spoke about, send me a message. I'm here. Right? But you have to have a structured way to follow up. You just can't randomly follow up with people. Don't be the person that sends me a random message at 9:30 at night and expecting to respond back. I'm not responding back to you at 9:30 at night. That doesn't work for me. So why does this all matter? See, if you focus on their pain points instead of just your product, you'll have them hooked. Because people want their problem solved. People don't want it to be sold something. They want someone who understands them. They want someone who's going to help them get past their challenges. And when you connect emotionally and you connect strategically and you lay out the plan, great things happen together. Business happens. So you probably have heard this before. The fortune's in the follow-up. 80% of sales require at a minimum 5 to 8 touch points. You can use high-level workflows to create that. You can incorporate, whether it's a snapshot or any of your particular style. You can go ahead and create a thank you for your time SMS. Because remember, here's a strategy. I'm using my sub account with my phone number as my main number. I don't need to use my personal phone number to do business because this is business. This is not personal, family, friends. This is business first. You need to remind yourself that this is business first. Yes, I'm human. Yes, I have, right? I have you on my Facebook. You see what I'm doing, but this is business first. Therefore, I have you in my business sub account that I'm communicating with you because there has to be that level of respect and boundary. And you'll see this yourself as you bring on these customers. They'll end up, what they'll end up doing is they'll end up giving you their business line and they don't get to that business line after 8, 9 o'clock at night, right? Whatever the case may be. You could do the same. You should do the same. But it comes down to no excuses. No excuses. You have to build the list. You have to set up the campaigns. You have to visit 3 businesses weekly. You have to track your results daily and refine weekly. If you don't, that one thing you don't do will be the reason why you don't get the result you want. So think about this as your prospective customer. You're working with the prospective customer. They want to complete everything. They're ready to take on your expertise. They're ready to do what you say to do, but they don't pay you. They don't pay you. Well, that's the missing component of you not getting a result. You have to pay me. So once you pay me, then we can complete and execute your plan. That's how I need you to look at your prospecting initiative. That's how I need you to look at it. And I would just call it out. You got to take massive action. You got to take massive action. Look, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You got to take massive action. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Now, if you got the money and the budget to hire people to do the work, great. Hire them. Do the work. You got money for ads, for retargeting, great. Spend it. But you better have somebody to do the work to follow up with them that is as good as you, if not better than you, to get those appointments booked, to get those appointments on a demo, to get those appointments to buy. Like, because you spend money on ads or you spam SMS or emails does not mean you will get customers. The activity doesn't give you the result. It's the activity plus the personal responsibility, the relationship, the professional that gets the result. That's the result of you earning a customer, and that's the result of somebody getting a result from you as their advisor, their service provider. And we talked about these different ways. So now, with what I'm sharing with you now here is that this stuff becomes fun. See, once I got prospects, once I got results, once I got customers, once I got, monthly recurring revenue, I start enjoying what I'm doing. See, like my energy has jumped off. I enjoy what I'm doing now. What do you mean by that, JB? Because now that I got customers, I'm posting till I turn blue on Instagram. I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting on YouTube. I'm doing YouTube videos. I'm grabbing microphones and I'm yapping on the microphone. I'm on the mic. I'm teaching people now. Well, why didn't you do that before? Well, I didn't have the enthusiasm before. I didn't have the wins before. I didn't have the new customers before. Now I do. Now I got stories to share. Now I got people raving fans. I got people helping. Hey man, that's great. Hey, if you need help, call Jay. Like I got a community that got my back. I have a community that has my back. And that's what your job is in your local market. Your Facebook groups should know who you are. They should be raving fans. People should be posting without you begging or asking them. Like, here's the most tackiest thing. If I help you, I am not going to ask you, hey, could you post in the group that I helped you? No. If I helped you and you got a result, you will feel obligated to share that story. And if I need to share a story or share an example of how others have shared my impact of us meeting or helping them in the group, well, I'll give you the example, but I'm not going to beg you or tell you to do it. You need to have that in your mind, on how to educate your potential customer that you're giving free value to. So what does that mean? If I give out free marketing audits, so here's prospecting, here's some sauce. Here's some sauce. Let me know in the comments below, what's the sauce? I'm leveraging the high-level prospecting tool, whether it's me or I'm paying somebody, I'm having them pull up marketing audits on the prospecting tool, putting them in a PDF, using ChatGPT as needed with a personalized message, summarizing what that report says. That's the sauce. Now what? I'll repeat it again. Go to the prospecting tool, have someone type in the business or myself. I grab that report from the marketing audit that it gives me. I take the PDF, I put it in ChatGPT. ChatGPT, please summarize this for me on how I can help this business owner grow without offending them, but most importantly, letting them know that I understand the pain and I can really help them. Enter. Please hold. Comes out. Your email, ready to go. Your marketing audit, ready to go. Got it in the folder. Now, I got 25 of those lined up. That means I got to make 25 phone calls. I got to do 25 emails. I got to do 25 SMS. I got to do 25 outreaches. Because I just paid somebody to do these $5 a piece, or I gave, whatever. to do this. I need to now get them out. So whether these people say, no, thank you, no problem. Here it is anyway. I already did it for you. If you change your mind, call me or text me. Here's my number. Call me, text me. I, I'm not asking you if I already did it for you. This was my, like some people will throw a quarter and make a wish. I give away marketing audits to inspire. While you're throwing a quarter in the well and someone's throwing a penny in the well, I'm throwing a marketing audit at a business owner in a nice way to inspire, to open up their eyes. That's what I'm doing. Okay? You should try it. It works. So I want you to do it. Replay this as needed. 25 marketing audits. Throw it in ChatGPT. Give it the prompt I shared. Get them out. But you got to call them first. Here's what I don't want you to, don't be spamming people with these marketing reports. Hey, Frankie, right? Frankie Tree Service? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. I didn't realize. I thought, so Frankie was dad. Oh, man. When did you take over the business then? Wait, so, oh, wow, dad passed. And now you run the business? Are you Frankie Jr. or what's your name? Frankie Jr., man. I was always wondering. I said I would see sometimes the tree service trucks with Frankie's on it and they have like loud music. I'm like, man, Mr. Frankie is at it. I grew up looking at, your dad's trucks walking from school, man. He's been around forever, man. Congrats on you carrying on the legacy. Hey, man, I actually forgot why I just called you, but look, the reason why I called you was I'm putting together a newsletter for the town. Are you part of the Facebook group by chance? I thought I saw you in there, man. Yeah, I'm also part of that Facebook group, but I want to put a little newsletter together where we spotlight some businesses, and hopefully it catches on here. But would you mind if I can interview with 3 or 4 questions? I'd love to add a little bit about your story and boom. Right, and you may be asking JB what's that strategy now? We went from marketing audit to depending on who you're talking to, a marketing audit may not be clear enough for them. They just need a little bit of confidence and they need to know you a little bit before they accept. So I like this newsletter approach. I didn't say podcast. I didn't say live interview. I didn't say in-person interview. I said, hey, I'd love to ask you 3 questions and include it in our newsletter that I'm going to be sharing with the Facebook group. Would you mind? And you picked three nice questions. And now I have some context that Frankie Jr. runs the business now. So maybe I'll include something about Frankie Sr. and his legacy, right? Folks, if you let me just say it this way. And this is where I feel like sometimes new entrepreneurs that get into the high-level community, they expect, because they pay $97 a month, $297 a month, $497 a month, that gives them customers right away. Like, oh my God, this tool is great. No, absolutely not. It doesn't work like that. The tool is great. You're excited about it, but other people don't even know what it is. Like when I go out to the gym or something, like high level, yeah. Like, no, ma'am. High level is an all-in-one platform that helps you capture, nurture, close. Like, she doesn't think of high level like this. Like, high level. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, if you think everybody knows your brand, like, what's your company name? Comment below. Comment below what your company name is. And before you even commented, I don't even know I never heard of your company before. How about that? You can comment your company name below. I never heard of your company before. How about that? That's how people feel about high level sometimes. To them, they don't care what it is until they know how it can help them. Now, think of it this way. If high level is a big brand and it's, decent, well-known software, right? Like people know high level more and more and more. Well, then what about your new brand? What do you expect? Do you expect everybody to know your new brand because you just started and it has your name on your shirt? You cannot expect it. That's not fair. It's not fair. So you have to build your brand with education and end results. Because we have some amazing brand here. We have Content Creators LLC. We got Due Digitals, right? We got great people here. But I didn't get to meet them or know them until now. I now know them. I can't unsee what I just saw, and neither could your prospects. So, JB, what are you trying to say here, man? I'm saying you got to get in front of people. You got to throw value, let them catch it, and then you nurture it. Let them catch it, and then you nurture it. And you could leverage the features within high level to keep those drip campaigns going. Because remember, here's what we're doing, folks. We're using our high level account with our phone number to make friends that are business owners, nurture those relationships, service those relationships, and make friends and referrals from those relationships, all from our sub account. We're not using our personal phone number and then managing a sub account and then our phone number. Absolutely not. Because we have to shut off too. While you sleep, let the automation do its job. While you sleep, or you're on an appointment, or you're following up, or you're handling life, let the automation do its job. And now you start connecting with decision makers. And now you, like, again, this is the before that we went over before. Now we're going over the past, the future, which is like the great feeling. Now I enjoy going on LinkedIn. Now I enjoy playing with filters. Now I enjoy sending direct messages because I know what to expect. Now I have case studies and success stories to show ROI. I got strategy. I got proof in the pudding. And I'm also getting referrals. Type in the comments below referrals. I'm getting referrals. See, happy clients refer others. So here's an example. You got 6 happy clients. You're going to get 6 referrals. At least one client is going to refer one person your way. You determine how fast and how far and how often they do it. Right? So you got 6 clients. You got 6 referrals. And it's growing, growing, and growing. And again, I take it back to volume. Volume multiplies opportunity. Your weekly plan and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it. This is the bare minimum. The bare minimum is what I'm going to show you. The bare minimum. You could level it up at least 10, 15%, but you got to level it up. Don't stick at the bare minimum and expect outstanding results. This is the bare minimum. This is like lifting 25 pounds on the bench press. This is like doing a sprint and then gaining momentum. This is like stretching for the first time and it being a little painful. Right? This is like taking a shot at the free throw line and miss it. You got to keep going. I have 49 more shots. Miss. Swoosh. 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 Man, I'm getting good at it. Let me find out. And then miss. Like, let me go 3-point line. Didn't even hit the net. Because it's a new range of motion. Now I'm at the 3-point line. Swish. That arch, right? That arch, you get good at it. You get good at the arch. And you start going half court. You just get good at it. This, what I'm going to share with you here, this is your practice. But the practice doesn't happen on its own. You gotta flex it. You gotta do it. You gotta send out 50 SMS. You gotta send out 25 emails. Now, I'm not saying you gotta spam it. You gotta send personalized. Keyword personalized. And then you gotta add more. right? And look, keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? I want you to type this in the chat for me if you're still tuned in. Success isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing something every day. But doing something that's organized, that's predictable, is important. So important. And if you focus on hitting your numbers, you're doing the 50 SMS, you're doing the follow ups from the weeks before, you're touching base through your DMs, you're following up from the first time you sent them DM message out, you're going back to your email and you're bumping it up again. Hey, it's been a minute. And then you're importing them into your high level, right? Because here's what happens, folks. In the beginning, you want to, there's two people that in the beginning, either you over plan, you set your whole system up, and you do nothing thereafter. You just freeze. You're like, oh, that was a lot of work. I'm done. No result, no good. Didn't work. JB gave fake advice. No, bro. No, ma'am. No. What happened was you spent all your time building this system that's already built 80% already, and you didn't do the hardest part, which involves you, human being, to make the phone call, to follow up, to reach out. That's where you drop the ball. So I got a solution for you. Keep it simple. If you are not techie, just send out the messages. Well, let me rephrase that. If you are not techie, get on the kickoff call. Say, JB told me what I need to do is this. I need to get the basics up and running. I need to be able to send text messages out. I need to be able to send out emails. And I need to at least know where to put my name, phone number, email on my pipeline. I just took JB's AI Profit Week course. We did day 3. I just need this basic stuff up. What's the basic? Right? What's the basic? And they'll help you set the basic up. They'll help you set the basic up. But don't expect the pretty fancy. We need the basic, my friends, and do the work. Right? So let's get back to the show here. I appreciate you, William. I think Facebook had a little glitch. And then I think we're still live here on YouTube, obviously, because you're commenting. But the replay is going to be available. The replay will be available to this. Right? If you didn't sign up, though, for the Profit Week, well, then you're not going to get the replay notification, but the replay will be available. Right? Progress beats perfection, my friends. Profit is the result of progress, and that beats perfection every day. How about that? Own it. Own the game. Say it with me. I own this. This is mine. If I'm going to build this agency, if I'm going to build this business, it's mine. I'm going to do it. No one's going to do it for me. I got to do it. Now, there's 2 ways to do it, though. You could pay to play, meaning you pay people to make phone calls. You pay people to be your salespeople. You pay people, right, to work for you. That's a way. Or you do it yourself and you build upon. But you can't have it both. You can't have it either way unless you're in the center, calling the shot or doing the work. Own it. Be visible. People should know who you are, where you're from, what you do. Let prospects see your energy and your confidence. Man, own the damn title. Own the power. Own the intelligence. Own your intellectual property. Own you as a great person. Engage in groups. Send messages. Make business owner friends. You are the solution. Because here's the thing. Results are not given. They are earned. Nobody Let me read this to you so we're on the same page. I'm going to read this to you, then I'm going to let you screenshot it and remind you. Because homegirl that's on there has got a smile with it, but it's just, no, this I'm going to give it to you real, right? Results are earned, they're not given. You bought high level. You put your credit card on file, great, thank you. We appreciate your business. We're going to give you a kickoff call. Take advantage of it. Follow the instructions. We're going to give you training like this. Take notes, engage, take action. We're going to give you a community that's wide open of other like-minded, hardworking people. Engage, learn, chat if you want, but observe and listen at the very least. Take action. But nobody owes you success. You have to earn it by showing up every day. And prospecting's a hard one, man. And I'll tell you why. Prospecting messes with the mind sometimes, the heart, and those around you. And I'll tell you what I mean. When I used to split up my days because it was getting hard. Like when you're in sales, it's hard. This is a hard time for a lot of people right now in sales because end of the year, holidays, excuses, decision makers, it's just you're competing with every holiday, family, gifts, and wish lists. Like there are people that want to pay for results and they want to pay for a service. Right. But I'm gonna say here that I had to pivot my strategy because when I was handling existing customers, right, and then I had to go prospect new ones, I found that like if I prospected new customers first and I didn't have a good time or I didn't get results, I treated my existing customers like crap. I was rude. I was very short. So it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. So I had to split it up. I went like Monday, Wednesday, Friday was servicing customers. Wednesday, Thursday was prospecting back to back. And if I were to, as I got appointments, I split up that prospecting for the end of the day, and I took my appointments early in the day because I found that if I didn't have a good prospecting day in the morning, if I took clients at the end of the day, I would treat them like crap. So I'm being real with y'all that prospecting is a very emotional process. If you're going great, you're happy. If you're doing crappy, you're like everyone sucks. This is no good. This is not fun. Buy or get off the phone. Like you just. I'm speaking for me. So I had to adjust what worked for me. Maybe it's totally opposite for you. But you'll start to learn your flow and you start to strategically start planning out your week. And now here's what a great week looks like. Maybe Monday you do a networking event in the morning, right? Because you have to block off those power hours. Type in the comments below power hour. Power hour. Power hours are where you're committed to prospecting and nothing else matters outside of an emergency. Family emergency, nonetheless. Power hour. Right? That's where you make your phone calls, you do your follow-ups. Dedicated. You have your timer and you put it there. I got 1 hour to go in on this. Because if you prospect all day, you're really just doing hours of prospecting all day and you won't get nothing from it. So you have to legitimately self-talk and trick your brain to commit to 1 hour of solid prospecting to get the true result of prospecting. Now I'm speaking from someone that would go door to door, in person. Every meeting was in person. People that would call to cancel and I had to save the cancellation, then upsell them. Save the cancellation, then upsell them. But the reward was multiple presidents clubs, had a chance to teach at a very large company, all of our new hires that came into the company. I was the first person they met that I taught them. Whether they knew something or nothing, I taught them the strategy when they came in, right? Hundreds of new employees, week over week, I would teach them. So I want you to be prepared that people are going to look at you for your expertise as they get to know you. And that's exactly why I have to say that prospecting is a gem as you start to be the subject matter expert, as you start to be approachable, as you start to have your formation, your flow, your energy, your excitement, your results. And as you start to do this, you start tracking every move. You refine every approach and you never stop improving. So let me add this slide up here for you because now it's appropriate. That's exactly what I just went over with you. right? And that young lady is smiling at you because she knows you could do it. She is smiling at you because she knows you could do it. And I know you could do it because you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for those that love you. You're doing it for your circle. You're doing it for your future. Or don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to just take the responsibility, though. So build your story today. Create your momentum today. Every day counts. I gave you the checklist. You have to do the work. You have to watch the replay. You got to download the transcript. You got to take action. You have someone to ask for help. Ping me, get into our group, tag me. I'm here to help you. But you got to take the first few steps. You got to make the outreach. You got to give me something to help you work with, which is relationships. People that know you. People like, I mean, put this comment in there. Go do this. Oh man, that worked. Great. Now do this. Hey, send this, but then say that. Okay. But if you don't do anything, you're just a creep sending random messages. You haven't built a stage for yourself. You got to build a stage in your local market for yourself. Then you'll get invited to be speaking. Then you'll get invited to be a host or a guest. Then you'll make your own videos and share your ideas, share your newsletter, create a newsletter. You'll have so much fun. You'll have so much fun. And I want you to have fun because you got started with high level because you saw the big picture. You saw what people are doing here. You understand that you deserve a chance. But damn it, if you don't take action, you let us all down. I need you to take action. I've given you the framework. I got 2 more days coming at you. I got tomorrow and I got the next day. But today is the most important of them all because today builds upon the last 2 days. And today is where we're going to pivot into closing out this week. So if you're ready to take what I'm sharing with you, grab it at its bare bone, create it, develop it, make it yours. But starting somewhere. In the comments below, let me know you're taking action today. Commit to yourself publicly so I could read it. I'm taking action today. I'm going to make some introductory phone calls. I'm going to join some local groups. I'm going to comment on some people's posts. I'm going to send some private messages. I'm going to stop into the bagel shop and drop off a marketing audit. See, this is one thing I really enjoy doing around this time. Around this time, I get put aside about maybe $200 and I buy some gift cards. I'd buy some wrapped cookies. Buy some wrapped cookies from a local store. I'd buy some gift cards and make a list of some businesses that I wanted to work with. And I'd stop by initially, introduce myself, and if we clicked, I go right back to my car and I say, "Hey, you made my day, and I want to share this kindness with you, right?" And you give something, whether it's a gift card or some cookies, whatever it is. But that was my way of navigating this awkward experience of asking people for their time and money. That was my way. I actually gave to receive. And you may need to do that too. You may not. It's up to you. But I'm sharing something that I went through because it was hard to just say, "Hey, let's get it." It was hard. I needed to, that was my path. But I never ever gave up a day of prospecting. And I started to change the word prospecting to making business owner friends. Making business owner friends started to make me feel a whole lot better than sounding and saying prospecting. I'm going to go prospect. I'm going to make some friends. Who wouldn't be lucky to call me their friend? And who out there am I lucky to call them my friend? And nonetheless, a business owner? Come on. Sheesh. Why not? So look, y'all, we had a lot of time together here and we went in on a lot of different topics. And I'm going to share 2 slides with you that I want you to take very serious. If you've commented below that you're committed to taking action, well, then today you started to build your story. And today you're starting to build and create momentum. And in doing so, you will reap the benefit more than anyone else. And I welcome you to this fun experience. But if you do it today, that's great. You do it tomorrow, that's fantastic. You do it the next day, you're on a roll. You do it for the week, great job. You do it for 2 weeks, now it's part of your routine. You do it for a month, we're moving. You do it for a month and a day, we're on fire. You got to make sure you're giving yourself the chance. You're getting at it. You're going hard. You're keeping it going because it's not going to happen overnight. So if you're with me, I want you to get up. I want you to make the commitment to the process and say, I commit to taking action and never giving up. Look, y'all, you have been so much fun to hang out with. Welcome to the commitment. Say it with me. I commit to giving it my all and taking action. You're part of one of the coolest, amazing software groups. You're with amazing people that can teach you product, sales, strategy. High level is so all in your corner. On behalf of everyone that's behind the scenes, I'm here with you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for making the commitment to taking action. Because it's now and moving forward that we're taking action. This message is for you. Now go do it. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern.